exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
All right, baby. Let's get into this.
But trying for every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes.
That's right, baby.
When it hurts.
You do what's right,
Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse.
and it will get worse.
Am I living
Unless we do something about it, baby. And that's the whole ticket here. It's all up to us, baby. Everything we work and fight for, it's up to us. We the people, baby. And that is exactly what it should be. Randy Peterson, woo, pig, it is hot down here, buddy. That's what I love about it down here. It'll make you suffer at the right time, but it's well worth it, baby. Anyway, Randy, thank you for being here, and thank you for such a great weekend, brother. Dina Michael is here. Miss you, chick, baby. Thank you for being here always. Bruce Preston is here. Let me see. Dorothy Tyndall. Linda Gallup is here. Nancy Halverson. That smart-ass squaw's in the room, so y'all be careful. Martha, thank you for being here. Carol Lowe. Let me see. BW is here. Carolyn and John Matjesco, who I'm sure Randy, Michael, and myself and Travis would all agree we're the hit of the party this weekend. It was such a pleasure to meet them. Kind-hearted and just cheerful. Just you walk away. Anyway, all that other mushy shit. Karen Van Wyk is here. Thank you very much. Tam Harrington. Darling, always glad to see you here, baby. We miss your sister all the time. Anyway, Pat Hunter's here. Carol Gillens, Jeanette Miller. Damn, Mark Perkins is here. I talked to him on the phone. Hey, he's still here. Good to see. Anyway, let me get on down here because we have to get into the business of having who else is here. Just Coggins is here. Anyway, we're all here. All right, baby. What a day, huh? Starting to get back into my groove here. Carolyn, I think it's the other way around. There's Jay Clayton, Stephanie, both listening. Man, I wish y'all could have been there. It would have just made it fantastic. Anyway, before we get on, I wanted to call out Macario Canillas, who subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're out there, buddy, we appreciate the hell out of it. Anyway, what's going on? Well, the budget, the debt ceiling. It's got a tidal wave. It's devastation. Yeah, let's go, baby. The talk right now is the 14th Amendment. Joe should reach down and pull out the 14th Amendment and command Congress to pay the bill. Because we ran up, where's my mouse? There it is. We ran up the bill, baby, and it's time to pay the bill. But I noticed a little something today when I was reading the 14th Amendment. And I'm going to read the part that relates to the public debt, which is what we're talking about here. And it says, the validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law, including debts incurred for payment of pensions and bounties or for services in suppressing insurrection or rebellion, shall not be questioned. Shall not be questioned. And I got to thinking, damn, they always using that on that Second Amendment shit. Right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Shall not. Shall not is the words that they key in on every right-wing nut job out there who wants to own a bazooka, and there's plenty of them that want it. Shall not be infringed. The 14th Amendment says that the debt of the United States shall not be questioned. It will be paid. And that's what Joe Biden, I think. I don't know what the future would hold. It wouldn't look good for any of us down here at the bottom. They're talking about taking away your Social Security check or some shit like that. Down here on the bottom, how long do you think a lot of us would last? Not long, baby. Not long. We're the ones that would suffer in this shit, but the Republicans don't really give a shit. They want to play this hostage game. We'll take away your check, Grandpa, if we don't get our way here, That's bullshit. It's bullshit. And for a personal opinion, I think Joe Biden needs to tell him to go piss up a rope, because I'm getting tired of this threatening back and forth and this insinuation that we're going to give in on some of their demands. Really? I thought we didn't negotiate with terrorists, because that's what they are in my book. Yeah, let's get it over with. Speaking of that, I'm happy to see my two favorite ladies in the room down here, so let's get them both up here. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
I'm doing good.
Good. Got the garden going and all that shit? Did your outside stuff?
I got a garden going on every day. I'm out there making new beds and trying to get grass cut and things burnt and shit chopped down and shit put up and...
Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah, it wears me out.
Good. Good. I'm glad that things are going. And Miss Chick?
Yes, John.
How are you, darling?
I'm a little tired, but yeah,
What's up,
it was
baby?
Nice today in the 70s. And
there you go. That's nice weather.
Nice working weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with Randy. It was hot down here, but
you can have hot.
I got my video done earlier. I got Mama to the doctor's office.
Right on.
She loved the news. I'm going to tell y'all right now, she was just ecstatic with the news.
Good.
And the news was, the doctor's not going to make it. We went from a 10:15 appointment in the morning. They called us and said, well, we're going to have to delay it 2:15 in the afternoon. Perfect. Marcia loved that. We show up at 2:15. We're sitting out there in the waiting room for a while. And then one of the aides came out from the back and called out another set of doctors that were going to be at least 1 hour late. And then called out our doctor and said he is anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours behind schedule. So you can wait. Or you can reschedule. Anybody want to guess which one Marcia went for?
Reschedule.
Yep, that's what we did. So we are rescheduled, and we're gonna have to. But
Another month.
I got her to stop off at Slotsky's. We actually went in. I hope she's not listening. I didn't make a big deal. Actually, her going in this. We actually went in and got a booth, and I ordered, and we went and sat down and had a Slotsky's.
Right on.
Good deal.
Yeah, it was. It was a pleasant afternoon, but. Now I got to make that whole wrestling trip back to the doctor next month. So.
Yeah, I know.
Fun. It's fine, but anyway, look at there. Lady Freedom Rocks is in the room. Me-E. Curtis Wood, thank you for being in here. Teresa Diggum, we appreciate it. Anyway, so what's going on?
Well,
that ceiling
yeah,
talks?
we already talked about that.
Yeah,
that ceiling.
I'm ready to go.
they're going to challenge it in court if he throws the 14th. So let's throw the 14th. Let's just go ahead and do this. We're used to going to court. The Supreme Court seems to take up cases that are emergency situations and, get that shit settled as soon as they possibly can. We've seen them do that before. So let's make this move. We'll go ahead and get this shit over with, and then it can never be challenged again. It'll either go for or against it, and it'll be settled. And that way we'll know whether or not we could pay our fucking bills.
Yeah.
So fuck the Republicans at this point.
I'd love to call up my bill collector and go, I've been spending too much money, so,
Well, how many times have they pulled this? Because what they want to do is say, well, if we used all of that money in Social Security and all that other stuff, we could pay this down. We could pay this, that's what they want to do.
If they rob
from the poor,
country, we could pay this down also.
Yeah, let me get this right. If they rob from the poor and give to the rich, we can work things out.
Well, it's just about wanting to get rid of our social stuff.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. To make a penalty if you take it.
I do not think that Joe Biden should negotiate with these
low-life. I don't either.
No, I think he's being polite and he's listening to them and smiling and but nope, no.
You know, I'm tired of being sold out.
That's me. If we let this go on the way it is, this is setting us up for the same bullshit every time this comes around. This is the first time that we have not paid increase the debt ceiling without something attached to it. You know, we've never done that.
You know, America is fucking broken, and it needs to be rebuilt from the bottom up. We cannot keep rebuilding on the same sandy ass ground. It's going to collapse if we keep doing this shit. Let's get on some firm foundation. It's in the Constitution.
You know what I'm going to do?
The fucking bills.
You know what I'm going to do, Bernadette? I'm moving to Australia.
Moving to Australia, you're going to go.
Oh, I know this
Ozzy?
guy there.
I'm going to go. You know somebody? I know somebody over there. I think I can get in over there.
Don't you fucking start doing your corruption over here, mate. You corrupt fucking Americans have corrupt you guys.
Come on, man. We'd be classified as refugees, Ozzy.
He's going to say, no, I don't know them people. Don't let them in. Don't let them in.
How are you doing, Ozzy Dave?
No. I'm all right. I'm just in shock at this debt bullshit. I mean, do the TV stations not support democracy? They're not mentioning
it's all on the, That's all it is on the news.
No, they don't support democracy. They support capitalism.
Capitalism, yeah.
Okay?
Yes,
That's it.
They are not reporting the fact that the reason Biden's in negotiations with these bastards is because they want to cut services to the people, not to the rich, to the people. And Biden won't have that. But no TV stations out there saying they want to cut your Social Security, they want to cut this on you, they want to cut your medical. They're not. They're just saying they're negotiations.
Yeah, it's all the social issues. Those that the issues that affect those on the lower rungs of this fantastic ladder we have. That's who it's going to hurt.
But what they do is they throw that out as the big threat.
That's right.
To get their little things that they want.
Yes.
Well, I can't help but feel you've got a shadow government running there somewhere. That's what's
Sometimes you would think about it, wouldn't you? You know?
Yep.
Because let's face it, the status quo, it benefits both sides of the aisle. You know, something's got to give on this shit.
But the Republicans certainly want to increase defense.
Oh well,
again.
You know my opinion on that. You know we can't. Oh Lord.
Not against the Russians. Not against the Russians. Don't you dare give them F-16s.
Nope.
Oh no, don't you help them. But we want to spend money on weapons and bullets and guns.
Lots of money, buddy.
We want to have a fight with Iran.
Research and development. It's all about research and development. We got to build a better widget because the old widget's not as good as the new widget we want. You know, there's ways to cut the budget. There are good big chunks we could do, but they're not associated with programs that Congress is going to touch. The agriculture,
the rich paying
Department of Agriculture is another one. Ain't got to touch that because who's it served? Mostly major corporations and big industry farms. Not Joe Farmer down the street growing his corn. No, we're talking about mega farms. And it seems like the whole damn system, no matter what it is you look like, it seems that it's not really designed for people that don't have a lot of money to invest in the game. You know what I mean? You know, they go ahead.
But the thing is, John, that there is so much dirty work going on that the public are not aware of. They just go along day by day, just wondering about the situation, but they're not actually looking into it, and the TV stations aren't helping giving the information. But I think if the whole public knew why the GOP is doing this, they would spew, because they just don't realise. It's just not out there in public. And you're being... look, I've got to say, MSNBC seem to be very more, not very, but more honest than CNN and the rest of them.
CNN,
I don't know
fair and
whether
balanced.
NMSC, well, yeah, unbalanced.
I swear that's where they're going.
You know,
It seems they just they can't call it out for what it is.
The other side of the coin, guys, is that I just see that Trump's criminal trial for these 32 indictments is set for March 2024.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Guess what that is?
It doesn't take long to get him into court for
and
the
you know what he's
going to
claim? He's going to claim everything is political interference. It's a political interference in his campaign. Let me call out.
I don't give a shit about him or his campaign, and we're interfering this time, motherfucker.
Yeah,
okay,
let's jump in with all the interfering we can get going on. Let me call out.
He's interrupting my serenity.
Yeah, really. Let me thank Me came in with a $25 donation. Me, thank you very much, and says, I've been away from this stream a while. Been keeping my eye on the traders and trader simps in D.C. They still have the nightly J6er vigil outside the D.C. gulag where many are jailed. So glad the Blue Dot family is carrying on. Me, thank you, brother, for both the donation and the kind words. That's the ticket, baby. We have to keep carrying on. This ain't going to stop. 24 is coming. I guess I'll keep doing this shit as long as there's a Republican that needs to be slapped on the other side over there. So.
Did you see that Putin has banned from the country anyone or that this is Trump? Like if you're a Democrat, you can't come into the country, or if you've known this Trump. What does that tell you? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Figure.
That tells me that him and Trump got the same list.
That's it, baby. Yeah, they're still talking. Who do you think all them documents were supposed to go to that Donnie tried to get out of the White House? I just have to assume every one of them, Putin's already got a copy of it.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have split it up. He was seeing quite a few people.
Well, that's true. He might have held some back for some more dealing and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't want to give it all to one person.
Your top secrets are no longer really secret. I'm
can't.
Sure.
when information like that is compromised, the first thing you have to do is assume that everybody in the world is
everyone's in danger.
Yeah.
And then you change the locks.
You have to change the locks, exactly. Change the front door, baby, because it's been compromised. So yeah, that's what we have to assume with everything. I'm telling you, we're fixing to get to that.
And hey, another good point.
January
Trump's
6th.
lawyer has jumped ship, has gone straight to Special Counsel Smith with the information about what he's got on Trump and how he's committed crimes.
Because he thinks he's got his ass in a sling too, Dave.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, he's trying to bail himself out of this bullshit now.
Yeah.
Smart ass squad. I agree with you 100%.
What'd she say? I
she
can't
said,
see.
Bernadette Pree, you're awesome. I'll go with that. I'm just agreeing.
We had a
she
troll and
is.
she jumped all over that
We're
shit.
trolling.
Same thing
we're
from
being
this chick.
trolled today, so you know.
Well, both you ladies are hot chicks.
That's
you know,
what I
do
think.
a great job there, both of you.
That's right.
Hey, you know, come on in.
You know, I call it now. It's not the Blue Dots. I mean, the Blue Dots is a foundation, but I call it Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
You girls are the beauty, and John's the beast.
That's me. I'm
Beauty
the
and the
beast,
Beast,
baby. I'm going to tell my wife I'm the beast, baby. Ah, she'd laugh at me. Swat me away or something. Anyway, there was something else I was going to ask about. Oh, I know what it is. Ooh. I got my hand up. Big news comes out, I guess, tomorrow. Ron DeSantis is going to announce his candidacy on Twitter with Elon Musk. Wow.
Yeah.
That's no surprise.
Do that day, huh?
Did you see Elon Musk was found on Epstein's flight list? Elon Musk was a friend of Epstein as well.
Yeah.
And that's all been
surprised.
I can post that. I've got a copy of it here. Yeah. I will post it in the chat. This Elon Musk dodges Jeffrey Epstein subpoenaed. He was subpoenaed, and I don't know what he's bought his way out of it somehow. But yeah, it was on the Law Crime Network and CNN.
Twitter has become nothing but a right-wing troll notification system. That's all.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Pretty
what
much.
it's become,
Well-
and I'm not really I have a Twitter account. I don't know why. If you go look at it, occasionally I will post a video, but not all the time. Once every, like, I don't know, a week, one of my videos I'll post it over there. But really, I'm not really that much into Twitter, especially since Elon Musk took it over.
No, it's a new fox. It's a new fox.
That's exactly what it is, and that's what Musk is fine with that. That's what he wants to turn it into.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Which
go ahead and
means
get
he's
you,
gonna
buy you
lose
a blue
more people.
check
I don't
there.
know.
Put you a picture out there, of Pentagon exploding or something. See what happens. Who cares? Yeah, that's bullshit. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Joe, we missed you, brother.
Hey, Joe.
We missed
Man,
you, but
I have.
we took up your slack, brother. Don't
That's good, man.
don't
That's
worry.
good.
We don't. We
Oh.
you
Yeah, I
still
got
sound
scared
like
for a while.
you still sound like it.
Yeah.
How's Mama? Everything else okay?
Oh, everything's good. Mama went and got her procedure done, and
Good.
says she feels better.
Okay.
But boy, I got scared. I started feeling lousy, coughing. I couldn't stop coughing,
Oh shit.
and I said, I'm not gonna go and spread that around.
You know, the same thing happened to me that weekend up there. Every time I turned around, I was coughing. I couldn't figure out what was causing it, though. I
Well,
kept asking myself, what's causing this shit? No, I'm just joking,
Yeah.
brother.
But I went to the doctor, and he did the COVID deal, and he said, "You don't got COVID." He says, "What
There
have
you
you
go.
done lately?" And what happened was I was cutting grass and weed eating and sweating like crazy, and my daughter tells me I got to take my grandson to his therapy, so I took a quick shower and I did not cool off.
Uh-oh.
So that's what I'm hoping that did it to me.
I pulled a dumb one last night. After the weekend, thought, oh, I need to go out there and mow this section of grass. Yeah, not really the smartest idea. I sweated my ass off and came in feeling like I was going to. Anyway,
Yep.
I still have mowed
Yep.
grass.
Well,
Again. I'm fixing to go get me one of them zero-turn mowers. Shit, somehow. I got to get a riding lawnmower. This pushing shit is just killing my ass. So.
I
And
know
I'm
what.
fixing to go do something.
I'm gonna fix my.
I've got one of those.
You got a zero-turn?
Yep.
Yep.
I had one of the John Deere tractor type before,
Right.
and then it was time to change, and got one of these skid steer ones, which is just the two left and right levers, and
Right.
you know how that works. And they turn on it on the spot, and they are very maneuverable, very
Yeah.
maneuverable.
Oh yeah.
They're very expensive, too.
Oh yeah. Mine's
Oh,
one of them.
not
I
much
noticed
dearer.
that, too.
Mine's
Yeah.
one of them big ones. I got the big one.
Hey,
That
let me
sucker-
ask you guys, how do you think Trump sleeps at night?
I
think
hope
he-
like
what he
he's got a
does is
rock under his head and one on his head.
Well, I think he
I don't know how
actually
that man
lies
sleeps
on
at
one-
all.
To get up every 3 hours
Drugs,
and
I
take a
guess.
piss.
No,
Yeah.
what he does, he lies on one side, then he lies on the other side.
Yeah, he's lying all the time,
He lies
baby.
out of both sides.
He lies in
Yeah.
his sleep, I'm telling you. But I
Well,
was happy to.
yeah.
E. Jean Carroll's
I
now
bet
going
you-
back and getting his ass again for the comments he made in that
Well,
town
he's still
hall.
defaming out there.
There
so,
you go. As long as he's doing it, let's keep adding the dollars, baby. Because you know he's
I
going to
bet
do it again.
By himself, though.
This scumbag.
What was that, Bernadette?
I said, I bet you he sleeps by himself.
I bet he does.
Oh,
I
of
bet he
course.
does.
I'm not
Of
even sure
course.
he could pay for it anymore.
Did you see that documentary on Trump?
See what? Documentary on what?
On Trump, where it showed,
Yeah,
Daddy
we
pulled
saw
him
8
out.
years of it.
Oh yeah, well,
Right?
that's where Daddy, when he did the Taj Mahal, Daddy pulled him out of that. When Daddy-
Trump's daddy?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah, he was gonna
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, he didn't fall far
With
from
that
the
$1
tree.
million, the $1 million loan. My dad gave me
Yeah.
$1 million loan, and I made $1 billion out of it.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
right.
Yeah,
Daddy went and bought. I think it was I can't remember how many millions or billions, I don't know. He bought a whole bunch of chips at the Taj Mahal as
He's the
a
biggest
way to.
con man in the world. And
Oh,
he
of
conned
course.
TV stations into making The Apprentice like he's some successful grand businessman. He's a con, and he's been a con all his life, and he's
Yeah.
profited from that. But every damn thing he's ever done is, like Trump wine, Trump steaks, Trump water. It doesn't matter. Stick your name on it and sell it, baby. And that's what he did. And it means nothing. And when he decided to run for president, he stuck his brand on the American flag and claimed it as his. And that's what this bullshit is. And the Republicans ate it up. Like I said today, served up a big slice of American pie with a flag in it with an eagle flying by and music in the background, baby. He sold it, and they bought it. And that's where I
And
draw the line.
we got to suffer through it on that.
Yeah.
On and the deal is, GOP is always blaming the Democrats for all the debt, but it's not not that.
And yet he ran up 25% of the fucking national debt in 4 years he was in office.
Well, they don't want to talk about that.
Yes.
And they don't want to talk about.
No, they never want to talk about the truth.
No.
We have all these alternative facts.
It is
that we
all
have
these
to
poor
live
people in
under.
America that are ruining America. They suck off the tit of America, and we're running dry and all this, and we're trying to keep them. But fuck you. Fuck you. Everything in this country is geared towards capitalism, towards keeping the rich wealthy. That's what this country is. And that's what makes it so damn disgusting to somebody who loves this country, who believes in the ideals that were taught to us as kids. The home of the brave, home of the free. Yeah. Yeah, if you could afford it, baby. How many are on the streets? How many you see every day? How many in waiting rooms in county hospitals? Because, it's a sad state of affairs. And all we're saying is there's two ways to handle the budget, baby. You reduce the spending, which we're down. We're down to the bones down here, or you increase revenue, and we have the capability to increase revenue.
That's okay. We don't really care about you. We don't care about your kids. Just your fetuses. That's all.
Poor, hungry, and needing a job. That's the workforce they need. You need to be poor, hungry, and you need that job, so you can't quit that job.
And speaking of jobs, what's going on in Florida?
What's going on in Florida?
Oh,
Yeah,
Florida.
I hear there's a lot of vacancies out there.
There's gonna be a lot. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Hey.
Well, people leaving the state.
DeSantis picks a fight with the biggest employer Florida has. That's why. And his ass is going to run out of steam too. His politics aren't going to work outside of Florida. Florida's become I don't know what it has become. We have a lot of blue dots in Florida, so I know how they feel when they say you're surrounded by freaking idiots. Michael Johnson came in the room, thank goodness. Michael came in with $2 and said, "I'm outside listening later during Sam Cooke. Fuck Trump and fuck Abbott." Such language these people use around here. I'm telling you.
Oh,
I know.
no.
Somebody around here always saying "fuck Trump" or something.
Did he say fuck Trump?
No, he said. Well, yes, he did. He said "fuck Trump" and "fuck Abbott."
But he did pay $2, right?
He did pay $2, so he's allowed to say "fuck
Okay, I'm gonna let him pass on
Yeah,
that.
that's okay.
I'm gonna let him.
We'll let him
have
go on
his two.
I think
his
that's the
$2
toll,
fuck
right?
Trump.
It is.
Absolutely.
That's
You can
it.
say fuck Trump as long as you give it $2.
That's it.
Two,
Pitch in
two
for
for
the
blue.
fight, baby.
Two for blue.
Yeah, 2 for blue indeed. I need to get that going.
Absolutely.
I need to get that going. I
Yes, we
am behind.
do. Yeah,
I am behind on
We
so
got
much shit.
work to do, and the Democrats
Yes.
need some messaging help, and that's what we're here for. We need to get out the vote. We can fix this.
We can't fix
family.
this shit. Guess who built this shit? We did.
That's right.
It wasn't Elon Musk. It wasn't the wealthy corporate America that built this country. It was Americans working, and we fought hard for everything from workers' rights to civil rights to gay rights to every right that we.
And we must.
Yes.
We must fix this. This is a state
Yeah,
of
that's
emergency.
not a question.
Absolutely.
If we don't, the outcome is we lose democracy. We
We
become a
lose our
theocracy
country.
or just an outright fascist nation.
We lose our country.
Yes.
And if you think it's bad now, wait till
Hold it.
some more of
Yeah.
them get in.
Yeah, let that
We gotta
asshole get in
stop
there
their
one time,
forward-
baby. let him get back in there, and you're going to see that'll be the last president this country will have.
You know what? You know what?
Ain't
I
happening.
can't go with the possibility of Trump having the nuclear code again. This man is so deranged. This is not an option for America, for him to have the nuclear codes again.
And I think eventually more and more people are going to realize the mistake that this country made putting a man in power like that. Tony Boyd.
A child.
Yes. How are you, Tony?
All right, how you doing?
Good, fine. What's cooking?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing cooking?
What?
What's that? Tony's not cooking?
No.
Whoa, that's a definitive no. Are you?
If we all strike.
Oh,
No.
Tony's on strike. No, Tony's not on strike.
I'm on strike because the refrigerator is full and I have nowhere to put anything.
Oh.
Well, there's only one thing where to put it. In the belly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but my belly ain't that big.
Well,
I just looked in the refrigerator and just put me some beer in there, and I had to move stuff around to get it in there.
Oh, well,
Boy, how
see,
does shit work
priorities.
You're a lucky man then.
Priorities, shit.
Oh my God, lucky!
Lucky you got a full fridge.
Well, I thought I was gonna be dead the other night, so what can I
no.
say? Oh yeah, last
What happened?
last Thursday, me and my brother and my son went over to the casino, right? And I took my oldest son, and he kept saying, "I ain't got no money." I said, "Don't worry about that." And so there was a reason why we took him. We found out. We got over there about 10:30 Thursday night. So I gave him $200. I said, "Here, I'll be getting some more." I said, "Whatever, I don't care." So we're in there gambling, right? About 1:30, announcement came over the intercom. All casino patrons leave the building now.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good words.
Yeah. Everybody's looking at each other. I said, "Come on, Jared." He says, "Dad," he says, "I got to wait for this bonus to quit." I said, "Okay." So we stood there, and he got his ticket out. We went out in front of this casino. They hoarded everybody out. And we were parked in the parking garage that's attached to the building. I said, "Hey, my truck's up there." He said, "You can't go up there. Y'all go out now." Everybody's standing outside, 1:30 in the morning, right?
Damn.
Okay.
Bunch of us old people and young people, and I got a bad knee, So we're standing out there, and everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?" They wouldn't tell us. Oh, about 15 minutes later, "Come follow us." This building is huge. They wanted us to walk from the south side of that building all the way around to the west side of the building, all the way around to the north side of the building, all the way around to the east side of the building to where they got the horse racing track. I told my brother and Jared, I said, I can't go that far. So we're standing out there, and here 5 sheriff SUVs pull up. Nobody's telling us what the hell's going on. 2:30 in the morning, we're standing in the fucking parking lot. Okay? I said, "Look, it ain't raining. It was getting cool." And I said, "The only thing next to us was a duck pond." I said, "Good thing we ain't got alligators around here,
All right.
So the guy come through, "Y'all got to get farther away from the building." I said, "What are you talking about?" "You got to get farther away." I said, "That big parking lot way the hell over there?" I said, "I can't walk that far." He said, "Well," "y'all got to get farther away." We said, "What's going on?" "I can't tell you." So around about 2:45, I told my son, I said, "Fuck this shit. We gotta get our truck." So Jared went and talked to one of the security guards. He told him, he said, "My dad's got a bad leg. He's bad knee." He said, "My uncle's standing out there with him." He said, "We need to get our truck out of the parking garage." So they let him get my truck out of the parking garage. We drove around. He picked us up, and we went across the street to a Pilot. When we left that casino, there was 25 fucking sheriff and state trooper vehicles out around that sunbase.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there was no fire trucks nowhere. So we're over there in Pilots. The people were pissed. People standing over there. One guy said, "I left over $1,000 on the table." They told me get out. Because before they took us around the building, we were sitting out there. Another announcement came over the intercom and says, "All casino workers, lock your drawers and head to the racetrack."
Really?
So I told my brother, I said, "The motherfucker gonna blow up."
No shit. That's what I'd be thinking. I'd be thinking, well, where's it going to explode at? Shit.
Yeah, right?
If it was going to blow up, we'd been dead anyway,
Speaking of which.
So we don't, and you know something? There's never been nothing on the news about this.
Really?
Nothing. Not even on their website. So we don't know if somebody did a drill and screwed up or what the hell happened.
Boy, howdy shit.
So we were back in Terre Haute at 4:30 Friday morning. I said, "Fuck it." I went to McDonald's, got me something to eat, and we hit the highway. I told them guys, I said, I learned a lesson.
Huh.
They said, what's that? I said, when I go back next month, I am not parking in that goddamn parking lot no
That's
more.
right. That's
We're parking out
right.
here where we can get to the damn thing.
Exactly.
We ain't
I,
waiting
s-
next time.
yeah, I
Yeah.
said,
Yep.
if
Speaking of,
we had a parked outside, we could have went out and got in the
yeah,
truck and left.
left.
You know,
Not have to stand
yeah,
out there forever.
thought I was gonna get blowed up.
Did you see that U-Haul van trying to get into the White House
Yeah.
grounds today?
So did they ever say what it was?
No,
An
Dorothy,
idiot,
they never
a
said. They
19-year-old
never
Wow.
said.
idiot. He did not have any explosives in the. It's a big truck, and got
Yeah,
hung up
it's a
at the
big one.
at the gate like he's gonna just drive right through. And but he was carrying a Nazi flag. He's a right-wing nut job, exactly who everybody thinks he is. That's who it was. Cause
Oh my God. Crazy.
patriotism.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what it was. Fuck you. That
He was
it
hoping
just
that
pisses me off. That kind of
everyone would
shit.
join him.
And what they find is that flag. Really?
Hmm.
It's who they are. It's who they are.
Yeah.
That's who the
You're right.
Republican Party is just
You know,
reducing
it's
down
a
to.
damn shame, John, because all of this shit is filtering down to the level that Dominic has to deal with this kind of
Yes,
language at
yes.
school.
Ain't that wonderful?
And he comes home and he asks me, "What's a Nazi? You know, what are these things?" Because these kids are talking, they hear shit and they just talk about it and they say some
Right.
very vile things. Okay, and so he comes home and he doesn't understand because they haven't been taught this shit yet, and so he's asking. And I am seriously considering on finding some content for him that's age appropriate that will explain it to him and give him, because he
I
needs to have a
suggest
debate.
that.
I can't
Can
remember
I
who
suggest
sorry?
that
just a minute ago
Yes.
said in
that
the
you
chat that social media is going to become a problem. It's
So
going to become a problem.
it
It already
is
is.
it is
It's not
it's what's
going to
fueling
become
everyone.
a problem. It already
Yeah.
is a
But
problem.
it's also not going away.
No,
But I
it's not
suggest
going
that you
away.
So we need to deal
I
with it.
suggest you let Dominic watch some World War II movies. Some of the non-aggressive, like, the more factual
Yes.
World War II movies.
Yes, and
Ones,
there are
you know what I
lots
mean?
of documentaries out there, and I'm panning through them now to find some stuff that and I've been thinking about taking him, it, going to see what the Holocaust Museum is about online,
Indeed.
Yep.
and see if we
Indeed.
can get some information there, and but it before they're ready to teach this, because he's only in the 7th grade, they haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm having to teach him, just because he hears these things and these kids are arguing with him as, oh, there was some terrible shit that went down yesterday, and he was just really depressed when he came home. We got it straightened out yesterday evening, spoke with the parents, we got that shit straightened out. Okay.
Right.
And
Were the parents the same as the kids?
the parents were
Were they
completely,
Nazi type people?
no, the parents were completely in shock that this incident happened yesterday at school, between their son and Dominic, because these two kids have known each other since 3rd grade. It's the crowd that we do all the birthdays together, and have picnics. That we're doing everything together as families. And these kids grown up together, and there was some shit that went down at school yesterday, and Dominic got called out of his name, and he's like, I don't know how to deal with this. So Mimi handled it. And I asked him about it when
this is
he came home from
shocking.
school today,
Yeah.
and it's changed. Oh, it changed overnight, sweetheart, with that one. Okay.
Who is putting this in the kids' heads? I mean, if it's not the
They-
teachers, if it's not the parents, where's it coming from? Now, who are so these kids must be associating with someone who is very right wing, older than them, that is
It's all
just
over the
indoctrinating.
internet, sweetheart.
Yeah,
These
you
kids
can't keep
Oh,
kids
yeah.
away
on
from
the
the internet.
Yeah.
and they all got telephones, and they all do social media. And this is where I find fault with parents, is giving these kids at this such young age
At too
access
young an
to
age.
the internet unsupervised.
Oh, the way my kids use it, I'm thankful that at the time when they were younger, that this was not a thing. Twitter and
Yes,
Facebook, all that
exactly.
was not a big thing going on, and it wasn't until later when they got
My,
older that it did. But
Well, Bernadette, the kids play those games while they're live and they're talking to someone that they're playing against, but they don't know how
Oh, I
old that
know.
person is.
I know. My son is a big gamer now. He's 38 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, and from day one he was a gamer. Dominic is the same way. We're all gamers in my house.
Yep.
Okay, we all got access to the internet. But Dominic's access, I know everything Dominic does on the internet. Okay,
yeah,
I'm
Right, I'm
not,
talking about that
and I'm
friend though, because he
oh oh
scrutinized like,
no, his friend is trying to fit in with the cool crowd.
oh, there you
Okay.
go.
And so
yeah.
Mhm.
we talked about that, and the influence at the age of 13, the peer pressure and
Oh
the shit
yeah.
you go through in junior high and high school and all the rest of that. All of that is going on. And then add social media in on top of it. It's a
Mhm.
fucking hot mess.
Yep.
Okay? Hot
schools are
mess.
becoming a big problem. This teacher got fired the other day for
Yeah.
showing a Disney movie, and she had
Yes,
the approval of the parents.
she already
She had
had
the
She did
parents.
not
pre-approval
get
from all the
fired.
parents to
She
show
did
this to the
not get
kids.
fired. She
It doesn't matter.
resigned. She resigned. And she resigned prior to showing the movie. I heard her
Really,
in an interview.
I did not know
Yes.
that
Why
part.
is that?
She was going to resign anyway, okay? And the Disney movie that she was showing, she taught geology in her class, and it had something to do with that in her class, okay? And it was about the Earth and treating the Earth like it's
Right.
alive because it is alive and things like that. And so one parent got upset because there is a uh, uh, LBGTQ um, character in the
You're
Disney film,
joking.
Right.
and so she's being investigated. But she resigned, and she had resigned prior to showing the film, and she got everybody's signature on showing the film,
I
and
knew
it
that.
was okay.
That they
And
had
then
permission.
somebody complained afterwards, and
Well, of
so
course they did.
yeah.
Of course they did.
But
Well,
yeah,
They
this
were
is the
morally
way of
outraged,
Florida.
I swear.
yep.
Uh,
And what she said
no.
was, she says was you can't. What she said was, you can't fire me. I quit.
That's
Yeah,
basically, yeah, you can't fire me.
But
I
she
quit.
didn't
I'll
agree.
kiss my ass.
yeah.
Yep.
Not on the right,
But
not on the left.
this is something you would never have heard of from the schools 10 years ago.
No,
The kids
Oh
being
no.
no.
affected by this.
And
This,
that is, we need teachers, especially after going through a pandemic. We lost a lot of teachers
and
during
we
the
are in
pandemic.
a
Yep.
teacher deficit
Okay.
right now,
Yes, we are.
a
But then
serious
you
one.
add the state of Florida on top of it, and yeah, okay. Florida's,
Yeah.
you know what? In a minute, since they all want to deny the climate and all the rest of that, the climate's going to take care of Florida's motherfucking ass, okay?
Oh yeah.
I advise Buddhists from
We
Florida,
don't have to
move
worry
in
about
there,
it here in
Uh,
Texas.
take care of
Greg Abbott is
whatever.
putting the 10 Commandments in every classroom in Texas, so we don't have to worry about
Yeah,
a damn thing
about
anymore.
Well, there you go.
Whatever
Yep,
happened
no
to
more
the separation
hurricanes,
of
no
church
nothing.
and state?
10 Commandments. Yep, gonna put them up there.
I remember
Not gonna
the
mention that.
I remember the policy in America
And yet
with no
today,
religion in school.
hold a minute.
It used to be
Today
that way, Dave.
in Florida, they banned Amanda Gorman's poem that she read at the
Barack
inauguration.
Obama's.
At
Yeah, it had
Barack
too many
Obama's
pronouns in
second
it.
inauguration. And
Had too many pronouns, love.
no, it didn't. It was a successful young black woman's art, and they
Yep.
banned it, just like they banned Maya Angelou and Gary Morrison.
Well, during this year's hurricane season, guess who's gonna have their hands out? The
Oh, no
Santa's
doubt.
gonna.
Everybody.
he's-
If
Oh,
Florida
no
gets hit, you bet your ass.
They're going to have to
As
have their
well
hands
we
on it if
should.
they
They're
get
gonna
insurance.
get hit. You mark my words. They're gonna
And
get
Doug
hit.
Brandon will give him the money that's
In a
needed to
heartbeat.
take care of the people in Florida because of the people in Florida.
Yeah,
But I'm telling
not because of
Florida,
what-
y'all motherfuckers ain't woken up.
Yeah,
You
they're
need
going to
to
get the
rid
money
of
regardless of who
DeSantis'
governor. So
ass.
somebody needs to wake up down there in Florida and figure out that whole Trump shit, and he's living right down there amongst you, and y'all still eating that crap up. It's going to wane. it's going to go away, and it's going to become exactly what it always was, a disgusting example of the worst America has to offer. So all you little maggots down there that have just congregated around his ass, I guess, including the governor, long term ain't looking good, baby. I seen a poll today, and it was about Trump, and it said 78% of America wants anybody but Trump for president. I think it was 78% of Americans want anybody but Trump.
Get out the vote, y'all.
Now, here's the kicker. The same people put out the poll amongst Republicans that he is at 68% approval.
But of course.
But here's the rub. Here's what I told Travis. That tells you.
I'm surprised it's only 68%.
Is if 78% of America doesn't want Trump and 68% of Republicans do, it tells you how small the Republican Party is becoming. The numbers aren't there. That's what I mean. He's dwindling every damn day. More and more people are getting embarrassed about this shit.
The lineup that they got to replace his ass.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody wants them motherfuckers either.
Yeah, I don't want none of them either. And Ron DeSantis, I really don't think he's gonna make it outside of Florida.
He ain't gonna make it.
No.
He ain't gonna make it. He is not gonna transport that shit to the rest of this country. It ain't gonna fly.
Did he rig it to where if he doesn't make it, is he still governor? Did he change that little?
He did that. Oh yes, he did that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
he's signing midnight bills all the time.
He did that shit when he was over in Israel.
Yep.
Yep.
Raising money.
If you want your kid, if you want to ban the book for your kid, do it for your kid. You can't read this, Jimmy. Take it away, but you can't take away all the books for all the other kids. That's the way.
Here's the thing, John.
Jameson.
Every last single one of them books is online.
Yes.
So you can ban it all you fucking want to. I'm not letting
your kids
the
are online.
government tell me what I can and cannot do.
We have to, the key, in my opinion, and I guess it's just because of my age, it is exactly probably what Bernadette's doing with Dominic, and that it is the involvement of you in your child's life is what's going to form that child's life and how he is going to approach life.
In Germany, you started banning the books and burning the
books and stuff like that, and blaming the Jews for everything. Look at there's the people you can hate. There's the people you can hate. And that's what they did.
We've been saying that for a few years now, that this is, in 1934 in America, the Nazis used to have rallies in not Times Square, in Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
They used to have big rallies with the big swastikas and the big concrete pillars at the back. But then, when Hitler started becoming really nasty, the Nazi Party was kicked out of America by both sides. So that's what needs to happen now.
Underground with the Klan is what they did.
Well, the people stood up and said, no, we're not going to have this shit in our country. That's what happened. They said, we're not having this shit in our country. Look what's happening in Germany right now. And so they banned them. But as you said, they went underground, but the whole country was against it. But what concerns me is there's still 20% of Americans that support this fucking Nazi party.
There you go. There's a problem.
There's a few million in that.
Yes, there is.
There's a few million people.
I say again, he's not running to run an election. He's running to raise an army.
Correct.
That's what he is wanting. No matter, he wants to be in the race, and if he is on the ticket, he won. And if he doesn't,
fucker only wants his name out there. He could give less than a hot shit whether he wins or not. He just wants to try to stay relevant and keep chaos going.
Because chaos is his friend.
Where's the fucking lightning when he goes for...
Oh, shit. You want to prove to me there's a God. I'm just saying. There's a good opportunity every freaking day. Come on, man. There's lightning storms all around the world. Can't you take one? Good aim.
I'm praying.
Where is the fucking
Of course,
lightning?
we jest because I want to watch him go to prison. I want him to pay for the fucking damage he has done to this nation. That's what I really want.
I'm tired of paying for his ass. I'm tired of paying. We've been paying for his ass every time.
And we pay every day. The whole prosecution. How much money is this whole damn thing costing us? We're talking about we can't pay our bills. How much is this fucking costing us for somebody that we all know
spent
is
on
guilty.
child care.
It's costing more than money.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
right.
It's costing our mental health.
It's
Our
costing
mental
the
health in our
soul of this
country.
country.
This indeed.
Costing our democracy
Indeed.
is what it
Mhm.
It's costing your reputation throughout the world, guys. Sorry, but
Yeah, well,
No,
America,
John
our
Brandon needs
America
to
reputation
put
looks.
on his
has
John
suffered under
Brandon
him.
needs to put on his aviator shades and throw down the 14th Amendment.
Let's go, baby. Be the badass you tried to look like. Come out with the aviators on, say, sorry guys, I looked at it, razzle dazzle, we ain't doing it, see you in court. Boom.
Yep.
Authorize
Did you see
Congress to pay the
Biden's,
bills. Authorize.
Did you see Biden's statement
Huh.
to NSBC? He was walking out somewhere, and a whole pile of reporters jumped on him, and they asked him a question about Trump and what do you think about Trump's strategy and all this stuff. And he said he's doing this to stay. I don't think he said out of jail, but he said stay out of trouble or keep himself out of trouble. He thinks, but he knows I'm going to beat him like a drum. That's what Biden said. I'm going to beat him like a drum. And that sounded good coming from Biden. And there was a lot of happy people to hear that from Biden.
I'm all behind him.
It got,
He's
but
he's done a lot since he's been president. He's not getting as much credit as he should for what he's already accomplished.
Messaging.
Absolutely.
Messaging.
Huh? What?
It's about the messaging.
It is.
The Democrats don't know how to message.
And every, because like today, every day for the last, what has it been? The debt ceiling. Look, everybody's going to go broke. You're not going to get Social Security truck. Veterans aren't going to get their care. All of this, boo, 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 boo. Fuck that shit. No, we need to fix this. I don't have all the answers, but what I do know is the more voices there are, you put 100,000 people in front of Congress, you put 100,000 letters on every senator and congressman's desk, they start getting a hint as to where the American people want to be. And it's not where we are. And it's not where the Republicans want to go, because I'm telling you, baby, they just as soon chump us all off, keep you poor, hungry, needing a job, baby. You got to pay the rent. You got to pay the electric bill. You want some groceries to eat? You better get your ass busy. You want to do anything on the weekend with little Joey here? Maybe put in a little overtime or something, because that's where it is, baby. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, wrong. I didn't get email today, so I was very sad about that.
Well,
but I did get mail yesterday,
there's no bills.
And let me call it out right now, because before I even forgot, Mark Perkins sent Mama a package, and we got it, and inside it was a very nice, very purple stone, and Marcia likes these. She's got some that are shaped natural, that look like a heart, that had a hole put in them, and Marcia collects those. So, Mark, thank you again for that, and for the little doll, and for everything else you put in that package. Thank you.
You know, Trump has to win in 2024 to stay out of jail, and everyone knows that. Everyone knows it.
And he's not going to win. So what is the answer?
But he's going to. Well, that's exactly what we're expecting over here in Australia. We're expecting J6 to be repeated
Again.
Maybe the very night of the election. It may be.
Because he'll know that very night that it's all rigged. He'll know immediately. It's all rigged. They're doing it again. It's stolen again. Rise up and take your country back and all that shit. That's who he's going to try to be.
Look at Bannon. He stated well before the J6 thing that it's going to be wild. It's not going to be what you think it is. They had this all planned out. I'm sure the next plan, unless Trump gets charged with something and goes to jail, but he still runs. But the thing is that they know that he's going to have some backup to keep himself out of jail and get elected. He's going to try every desperate way, and I'm worried that it's going to be big.
It is going to be big, and social media is going to play a big part in it.
Goes back to Bernadette's point. The social media is feeding this fire.
Yes.
And that is the problem. Social media is legalizing hate speech. They're allowing hate speech.
It thrives in there. It thrives. Under the guise of free speech. We all have a right to free
Hats off to
speech.
Pakistan.
Huh?
Hats off to Pakistan, mate, because they have indicted Imran Khan twice now, and he's facing the law, and he's a very popular bloke over there because he was a world-famous cricketer, but he's so corrupt and so self-absorbed, he was corrupt. And they are holding him to his feet to the fire. Well done. Well done. And that's what I say. America should just follow Pakistan's line, because it's just...
We need to follow our own justice system. Nobody's above the law.
Criminal.
And every one of us are witness to the crimes this man has committed and continues to commit. We're all witness to this shit. We're seeing what's going on.
Is currently looking into his business dealings of the Trump organization while he was president.
Where do you think all of this stuff goes? It goes to him being a crook. He's not changed. He's been a con man all his life. All this bullshit about he's a patriotic American. No, he's a grifter. He's going to take as much money from his followers, from our country, from our government, from any way he can get it. Selling secrets to Russia, you bet your ass he'd do it in a heartbeat. Putin's his friend anyway. What do you think he'd do with it? He'd sell it. He's a money man. He's a whore for money.
He's not the only one. You got a couple of Supreme Court justices that are. Yeah,
and did you hear Ron DeSantis today talking about how they have to get him, or a Republican, he said, in the White House who can be reelected for another 8 years, 2 terms, because 2 of the justices are going to leave, and we can have a 7-2 conservative court if they can get a Republican in there.
The Supreme Court should not even be mentioned. That's the Supreme Court.
It shouldn't be, Dave, but that's the game they play here.
In this country, that should motivate every blue dot in this country to get out and vote.
It should motivate every blue dot, and I'm not talking about this show. I'm talking about every blue dot out here should be encouraged to, and I'm not talking about hijack somebody, jump them, nudge somebody that you feel is maybe not, so much paying attention, to get people to pay attention. I'm not talking to you to turn them into a fanatic, but to pay attention, because we need the numbers. We need people to be able to vote, to be able to pay attention.
We actually have the numbers.
We
do. We just go to the polls. Go to the polls and take somebody with you.
But
vote, people. We can change this. We could stop this bullshit, and we could change this. And the Supreme Court is all the reason we need to do, to go to the polls and vote.
Can you imagine a 7-2 court?
Hell no.
They could do anything they want. Implement anything they want. You talk about, what is that show Marsha watched one time? They all wear little white bonnets and red capes.
Handmaid.
The Handmaid's Tale.
We already have the handmaid sitting on the court.
There you go. They got one in there already. So, yeah, that's where they'd go.
And her title
Separation of church and state? No, I don't think so.
Was handmaid. We already have a handmaid on the Supreme Court. That court, y'all should send them postcards, because that court is illegitimate like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy election in 24. There's a lot going to be on the line besides the president. I think if it ended up being Trump and Joe's going to win. Okay, we're going to go through some bullshit, but Joe's going to win. But it's also the Senate and the House. It's the Senate, though. We have Joe Manchin and Christine Sinema.
It's everything, John, like we've talked before. Every position.
Kirsten Sinema has already shown her card.
Yeah.
She already left the Democratic Party.
She's looking at the Republicans like she could fit in over there. That's what she's doing. She's trying to play the middle of the road right now, but she can't do that and win.
Think that she is.
An independent, I don't think, is going to win in Arizona.
Yeah, well,
you're going to have to be backed by a party. Yeah. Adios, lady.
They ain't going to vote for her.
And they're trending blue. The same way as Texas. It's trending blue. We keep this fight going.
Colorado's leaning that way now, too.
Huh?
Colorado's leaning a little blue now, too.
Yes. a lot of red states are leaning blue. They're trending blue. The numbers are shifting because the right has gone so far to the maggot side, the absolute ridiculous fascist side, and Americans don't like that. They don't want a fascist government. Come on, man. They don't want a king, a dictator,
Well,
a glorious leader.
I really think there's a faction of them out there that, they've always voted Republican, that's fine, whatever. But then they see that their person they voted in ends up being one of the clowns.
There you go.
And they're not real happy with clowns.
No. Trump came in and made the word conservative a joke. You're not conservative. You're a fascist. That's what you are. In my book, A Pack of Thieves. Because they want to steal everything, not only the money. They want to steal your vote. They're making every effort across this country in red states to make it as difficult as they can to vote. They're trying to take away voting places on college campuses. Huh? Can't have a voting place in.
Didn't one state change the rules recently in the last month that allows a certain committee to overturn the election result in that state?
That's Texas.
And the people now.
That's Texas, and the district is up in Harris County, which is the bluest district in Texas. It's Houston, and they made it where they can overturn that district's vote. Just that one.
Just that one.
Just happened to be the biggest Democratic.
The blue one.
Yep, the biggest Democratic stronghold in the state of Texas.
These people don't even know how to do their dirt behind the scenes anymore. They're
right
just
up in
real
front.
blatant with
Yep.
it right in front of your face.
That's what Trump taught them. Don't hide it. Just do it right out in front of them.
Here, shove this shit down your throat and take it. And that's what Florida is doing. And that's why DeSantis ain't never going to get out of that swamp. Because you know that's what Florida is.
Yeah.
And Mickey is going to kick his ass and take all his shit out of that swamp.
Yeah. It's sad that that's where it's going. This feud that DeSantis has with Disney. Man, Disney is about as Americana as it comes. Everybody wants to take their kid to Disneyland or Disney World. I have never been.
Not in Florida.
My kids have.
California has Disneyland, the OG Disneyland.
I got sheeted.
We ain't doing that shit out here.
I wouldn't be surprised if it got too hot for Disney, and they can afford to do it, that they just up and move to where Bernadette is, somewhere down on the other warm coast.
They already got property out here. They got several properties out here.
Texas, Texas is trying to get in this game. San Antonio already has several large parks. Damn it, I can't think of a single one right now, but there's several large parks up in San Antonio in the outer regions, and Disney would fit right in with that.
Six Flags?
Six Flags.
Texas keeps going the way that Texas is going. And every time DeSantis does something, your dumbass
my dumbass governor.
We
got to do something about his ass too.
Well,
go ahead, Joe.
We got Splashdown. We got
there you go. Got what?
We got Six Flags. And
but the value of the land in Florida would be high, though, wouldn't it, guys? The value of that land in Florida would be very high.
Yes.
The value of the land will be very high.
Yeah.
Not if they keep denying climate change. Florida's going underwater.
That's what I was fixing to say. What land they might have left in a few decades,
You gotta realize that Disney was kind of built on a swamp.
Makes you feel good when you're poking around headlines and you see some scientists believe we are already into another mass extinction. Really? Yeah, that's the story. We're already headed towards that way. That
we won't be able to turn this shit around. It's going to be beyond.
The air itself will be unbreathable. It will be a natural disaster made by us. A natural disaster built by us.
That will perpetuate itself. Unfortunately, it's a natural disaster, not just in the United States. It's in the whole entire fucking world.
Jeanette Miller just reminded that New York City is sinking. Indeed.
Yes.
Manhattan, under its own weight of the building and the massive
Yes.
infrastructure above it, is sinking.
The skyscrapers, the weight of the skyscrapers. Yeah.
Wait a minute, where was that?
But it's also when they dug the foundations for all those skyscrapers, they have found they have dug into the water table, and what's happening? Water rising is eroding some of the foundations of the older buildings because
Imagine
the water's
that
Well,
iron.
all you have to do is look at San Francisco and all that during the last
Saltwater down
earthquakes,
there.
when the earth shakes it, and some of those areas that were built out of the rubble of the 1900 whatever it was earthquake. Yeah, those
In
buildings, they
1906.
didn't fall over. When the ground shook, those buildings sunk. And it's the same thing.
Because the ground is called liquefaction.
Yeah, it just liquefies and you just sink in it.
Well,
Yeah.
in
And all the
1906, those buildings weren't real substantial
all
to
that
begin
ground
with.
turned
Well,
into
that's true.
quicksand.
That's true. So, continuing on with the ever-loving thought of we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die, but we're gonna die
Eventually.
of natural causes. It's not gonna be us, but there are future generations. It's
John,
not
do you
looking
know-
good, baby.
On my birthday last Sunday, there was an earthquake up here.
I did hear that. Yeah, 5.5, wasn't it?
It
In
was
Humboldt
5.6,
County,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yep, not too far
Yeah,
away.
we talked
felt
about you, baby.
it. We felt it.
I said, oh, I
And
know
I had to
Bernadette
have
felt that.
my
She's
little
on top of
talk
that
with
mountain.
God. I'm like, hey, I recognize you recognizing my birthday, and I appreciate that, but this
Oh.
shaking shit, yeah, that can stop.
That can stop anytime. Don't need a little reminder from any Mother
Okay.
Nature. But you came through all right, no damage? Nah, it's a 5.5.
No,
Come on, man. This is California. We don't pay attention to minor shakes. Hell. It's
Shit, man,
there's enough to
that
worry
didn't
about.
that didn't even shake up my martini, okay?
Yeah, that's a baby. Yeah, but you worry about that, Just like we worry about hurricanes down here. But like I
well,
say,
San Francisco's
we can
due.
see them coming. Huh?
San Francisco's due for a big one.
Every time you think about it, to stop to think about it, the whole San Andreas fault is just one great big one waiting to happen.
Well, how long since it's happened? Since the last major earthquake?
In
That's
the
what they
80s.
keep saying.
Yeah. I think it was in the 80s.
They did say
Or
the
90s.
scientists did
90s?
predict a 50-year space between the two quakes. So we're very close to dew point of having another one in that area, according
the
Yeah,
to
that's what
news
James
scientists.
is saying. It's overdue, actually. So,
Yeah, good news is the little ones, I think, let off some pressure to keep it
You
from
know what
having-
else is overdue?
What?
Yellowstone.
yeah, that's the
We
one.
can talk about that for a while.
Ooh, shit, that cracks me up.
If that one ever
That
goes,
could
boy, we
save
got
the
big
country.
problems. Yes, Just
Yeah,
Coggins
hey,
just parked
hey,
in. Look at the volcano they have going on right down in Mexico.
Yeah.
Mother
yeah,
Nature,
Mexico.
and they're having to evacuate, what they say, 60-mile radius around that thing. They're trying to tell
Yeah.
people, you might ought to move here. Might have a bunch of fire coming out of that thing. But it's pretty spectacular looking now. With its lava popping out every once in a while. So, Mother Nature has a lot.
The planet, they're saying, I watch a show called The Y-Files. It's a YouTube channel. It's a very good channel. It speaks about a lot of topics, but it's mainly about stuff that this guy's researched pretty well. There's a lot of scientists he's researched that are saying that many parts of the world are going to change because as we're saying, that liquefaction thing, well, it's happening right now. The Earth apparently has got a 1.6 kilohertz vibration in it. It never vibrated that ratio before, which tells scientists that the shelves, all the land masses, are moving. Are going to move within the next 50 years, and they're predicting there'll be a new Pangea, which, remember Pangea, which was the Earth before
Right.
the...
Before the continents separated.
Split. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
Think of that
apparently
Well,
we're due for that.
The Earth is recycling itself, and so yeah, you gotta expect it
It's
to do
trying
this
to get
shit.
rid of the fleas.
And the pole chain,
And man,
the pole chain.
you know, the dinosaurs felt that shit when it was moving around, and you know,
Yep.
man thinks that he can stop the planet. The planet is so much bigger than us. Okay, it's gonna be here even after we're gone. I respect that.
And
respect
I was reminded of that just watching SpaceX's little jaunt to the space station this week.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that countdown and left off. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Did you see the flat Earth? Wow, that Earth's so flat.
I know
isn't
it. You can tell why you can't get close to the edge, Dave. Fall right off, buddy.
Every time.
Every time.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I brought that up because I watched a doco the other day, and it was about why the flat earthers think that the Earth is flat, and they were hit with questions by other scientists. It was people versus these two scientists with a mediator, and they didn't argue and fight but the scientists had an answer for everything. But these guys were like Trump supporters. Once you hit them with the facts, they were fucked. They just had, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because, true, if it was flat...
Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, they're crazy. Like
can you imagine if it was a flat Earth? Oh,
yeah.
there's no... It could never be flat in a spinning space. Nothing in space, bar rock matter, can be flat. If you notice,
and they would
meteors are never
quickly
flat.
point to Dave and throw a frisbee in the air and go, see? That's what they would do. Look at here. See that?
So,
there you go.
My theory's always been these are the same people that can't watch a 3D movie because they can't see 3D.
Yeah, I can't see.
Very cool, Mitchie.
Everything's flat.
Yeah.
Joe's giving recipes? What Joe's giving recipes to? Joe's got recipes
But my main point of the subject, my main point of we bringing that up as well was that the end of the show they interviewed this leader of the Flat Earth Society, which is a society that has about 350,000 members in America and many more throughout the world. But this guy was another Donald fucking Trump. He was, because the reporter said to him, "You don't really believe this, dude," because he's in his 50s, he's an educated man, he's not stupid. And he looked at him with a half grin on his face and said, "Well, can you ever believe what you see on TV?" He didn't say, "Yes, I don't believe it," or "No." He just said, "Well, because you see the Earth on TV."
Ask another question. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he did. Exactly,
but you still didn't answer the question. Okay.
But he was making a fortune out of this. These people pay fees to him. These people donate to his organisation, the Flat Earth Society.
They donate to Trump's dumbass, and he lies every fucking breath he takes.
He lies on one side and he lies on the other.
You know, I want to cut of slack and believe that what they mean by flat Earth is in the form of an economic discussion. But no, there's people out there who believe the Earth is fucking flat. And like somebody just pointed out, they have a signal from the International Space Station. You can look at it anytime you want. You know, it's rotating even. You can say the fucking thing.
We should just load them all onto airplanes and circle them around the planet once in one direction.
It's all fake news. It's all fake. You can't believe
it's a witch hunt.
Well, what they did with this on this show, they got a boat, and they put on this boat. It was a big 10-foot high by 10-foot wide board, and it had stripes on it, 7 stripes. I think it was 7. There was black, white stripes.
Right.
And it sailed off into the sunset, and all these people stood on the beach, and the guy that was the scientist said, "Now, as it goes over the curvature of the Earth, you'll lose a line, then you lose another line, and so forth." No, bullshit. So it sails away, and it gets about 3 or 4 miles out in the ocean, and sure enough, 2 or 3 of the lines have disappeared from sight. You can only see the top lines. Then eventually, you can't see any lines because it's over the curvature of the Earth.
Because it fell off the edge, Dave.
No, because it fell off the edge, Dave.
It fell off. Listen, them guys are standing on the beach going, "See, I told you." It fell off.
Well, they said it was not.
Oh my
That
goodness.
the reply from the flat earthers was it's an optical illusion from the heat waves that rise off the surface of the ocean. You know those wavy lines you see on the hot day on the road? Same thing.
Same
That's why you
thing.
can't see the lines.
Flat Earth
They
is
use
an
any
optical
bullshit.
illusion.
They're Trump supporters, that's for sure.
Oh,
But
geez.
when you see them, when you
There's
hear,
no
we hear
happening,
them,
people. I'm sorry, just let them go.
they're all torn from the same cloth. I mean, the flat earthers, the Nazis, and many others
Yes,
I
they're
could
all-
probably think about.
They all have that made out of that ignorant thread. Like
Easily
these are the
influenced.
people you can
easily
sell
influenced.
anything to.
Is that the shit they make Trump flags out of?
I'd like to see one of those sell off, but
Yeah.
you know they really are. I mean, they're just every country has them as well. We got them in Australia. There's a news article in today's news that the Nazi Party worldwide, and they said the Nazi Party worldwide is trying to recruit, has a recruitment drive on, and this is what's happening. I don't think it's just in America now.
No, it's not.
inspired.
No.
It's just
Yeah,
inspired the whole world.
This shit has been spread all over the world, and it was just sitting and waiting. You know, kind of like the Taliban
Yep.
or whatever. You know, ISIS
Well,
or
it was a-
whatever. You know,
Back to
they
BW.
got shit, man. It's just
Yes.
it's exhausting. It's distracting from what we need to do. We need to pay our fucking bills, and we need to vote these motherfuckers out.
There's the key.
I'm over it.
You know, we can sit around here and get all a
And-
bunch of chuckles and laughs about flat Earth and all this shit, and
not
that's,
just that,
that's
John.
all fine that we have fun. But the main course of
It's
this whole
also-
show, baby, is getting your ass out to
It's
vote.
also
Huh, what?
not allowing. It's also not allowing people to run for presidency if they are not capable of being president. Meaning, you've got to screen them. Like,
You would
there's
think
no
that we'd
way
have
known
a-
They're
to
not going to do
crip-
that. They're
No.
not going to
There's-
do that
but-
because the guidelines for being president is written into the Constitution.
Yeah.
You only got
Sadly.
3 or 4 things.
You got to be
You
born
only
in
got
this
to
be
be
allowed to
country
be a criminal.
and breathe. And that's about
You
it.
gotta be
You should
35
not
years
be a-
old.
You can't be.
You should not be allowed to be a criminal and be president. You shouldn't be allowed to. I don't know of any other country that does it besides Russia.
There's nothing
You-
that stops it right now, Ozzy. There's nothing
I understand. I
that's
understand that.
criminal. That fucker could go to jail, and that's why I prefer he die and
That's
still
what,
be president.
you know. I
No,
want-
if he dies, he doesn't face his. He
I
doesn't
want to
face
see
his
a group of
accusers.
guys
Think
outside
about
of
this. We're
Leavenworth
paying-
every day
when-
holding a vigil for him when he's
But
inside.
wait a second, John.
Huh.
We're paying for him to be in a federal fucking prison,
There's
and
one
he can
bill I
still be
wouldn't mind.
president. Hello? No.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking lightning?
Yeah, where is the lightning? Well, you know, we'll put him. Hey,
They
we'll
will.
put him in one spot.
They will
you know.
pardon him. Trump will pardon Trump.
Yes, he would.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, but he already got that shit written out.
He was thinking about it last
I'm
time,
sure.
wasn't he? He was thinking about it and pardoned himself before all that shit.
Oh yeah.
And dumb DeSantis, not
What
that he
happened to Joe?
would win, but if dumb DeSantis become president, even as much as Trump is dumped on DeSantis will still parole him or
This
pardon
is
him.
why we can't let them win.
That's exactly
Well,
right.
this
Any
is
Republican
why.
wins
Yeah.
got a pardon.
Yeah, the key
They're
is
gonna
we
protect
can't let them win.
We can't let them win.
Not in the presidency, and not in the, it means so much in the Senate. We have to get our shit together. We cannot afford to lose the Senate. That's
No.
the power,
And the
baby.
Congress, you're going to get the Congress back.
Keeper of the
Look at
gate.
this shit
Yes.
hard.
We
Yeah.
got work
Look
to
what the
do,
Congress
you
has
guys.
turned into.
We got
Congress
work
has
to do.
turned into a
And this
circus.
is what I say. If you're in a blue state like I am, and you got decent representation, support a blue candidate in a red,
In a red state.
They need our help.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we will be cranking up
It's
because
blue, we gotta make our
there's
list.
declared people out there that are already running. And so, yeah, we need to get that 2 for Blue going and rotate it so we get a lot of them in there so more and more people
Yes,
can get
absolutely.
affected by this.
We've
Because
got
it is.
senators that are retiring, and we
Yeah.
gotta keep an
We
eye
got
on.
work
Yeah,
to
the
do,
Senate
y'all.
is going to be a big fight. You know, we're all keyed in and looking at the presidential election, but the Senate is going to be a big fight.
We need to
And
make
there's no
sure
guarantee that we can
Mitch
keep it.
McConnell stays ineffective. And right now he's ineffective. Let's keep him that
There
way.
you go.
So we
So
need
that
to.
old fucker gets off of this planet too.
Ooh, Bernadette's feeling her oats tonight, baby. Woo!
Yes.
Bernadette's been working out in the yard, taking it out on the week. That's me, baby.
Yep.
I'm out there taking it out on tall. I gotta do something. The grass
I
is
got a
kicking
joke
my
for you
ass.
guys.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
What's up, Tony?
I got a joke.
What's up?
For you guys? You heard the?
I got one too.
Have you heard the deal about the two chickens that decided to go to the gun range?
No,
Oh no,
not smart
Nope.
chickens, but go ahead.
no.
Okay, there's these two chickens called Cluck and Buck.
Cluck and buck.
They decided they're gonna go to the gun range, right?
Yeah.
So they got
them
their
shoot it
shit
up.
together and they got to the gun range. And these guys, two guys, stand there just blasting down the range, right? All of a sudden, one guy looks down. He's seen these two chickens standing there. They are 15s.
They are. Right there.
The guy says, "Well, what the hell y'all doing here?"
Yeah, look.
He said, Chicken Buck said, "We come to test our weapons out."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm not allowed to be here." And Buck said, "I didn't see no sign saying we couldn't be here."
No sign says chickens can't come in here.
Yeah. He said, "So what the hell they call y'all?" They said, "Call us free range chickens."
That's right. Free range chickens. You got a problem with that, buddy? Freedom. They're free range
I
chickens.
got another happy one for you
Go
guys.
ahead, Dave.
A man has been married to his lovely wife for 25 years, and he's happened to be laying in bed at night, and he
Family
said
show
one
here.
night,
Go ahead.
he said to her, love, you know, 25 years ago, we lived in a cheap apartment, we drove a cheap car,
Yeah.
we slept on a sofa bed,
That's
I
what
got
we
to
do.
sleep with a hot woman,
Yeah.
and we watched
That's smart.
we watched a 10-inch TV. Yeah, we watched a 10-inch TV,
Yeah.
and I got to sleep with a hot woman every night.
Every night.
But now we have a nice car
Yeah.
and a big bed,
Big bed.
and we have a big plasma TV now.
Yeah, big TV.
But I'm now sleeping with a 50-year-old woman, and he says, seems like you're not holding up your end of the deal. And she turns around and says, being a wise woman, well, love, you go out and get yourself another 25-year-old woman, and I'll make sure that you sleep on a sofa again, you drive a cheap car, you have no TV, and
It'll be just like the good old days.
You'll be in heaven.
you'll be sleeping
Yeah.
you'll be sleeping on a sofa bed.
There you go. And I'm sure
So,
that
yes.
25-year-old will stay right there next to you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You-
That
you-
ain't happening.
that's a hard joke to remember. Did I screw that up, or did you get it?
No, no. That message comes loud. That's why I don't leave my wife. Shit, no. We were poor when I met her. I'd be poor again I am poor. And so we hang
Well,
on to each other.
You know,
Neither one of us is going to be a
I
winner in that one.
I got a joke.
I sense a lot of.
Wait a minute.
Go on.
Bernadette's time. Turn.
So this man tells
Joke
his
time.
wife. This man tells his wife, "Your underwear are tight and very revealing." And she tells him, "Well, take them off and put on your own."
That's right.
Shit.
Quit wearing mine and it won't have vowel.
Shit.
You got them on backwards.
Got him on backwards, man. Y'all ain't got no slide either.
By the way, guys, that subject I brought up about having that state that can change the election result in their state was Ohio.
Ohio did
was
it.
the
Texas
state.
did it.
Yep.
Texas is
Yep.
trying to do it
Yeah.
to Harris County, to the district that is in Houston.
The difference that Texas did, they only did one county. It is the most populous Democratic county, and it's the
In
one with the
Texas.
most black votes. Okay, so not only are they suppressing
Just
the vote.
that last part,
if
Bernadette,
they-
I'm surely
if they
was
don't-
purely coincidence.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
Of
I
course.
mean, we're only talking Houston,
Yeah,
right?
just Houston.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
So,
Houston, come
they're
in,
not
Houston,
doing it
we
to
have
the
a
whole
problem.
state, just one county in the state, where the majority of the county is, or the majority of the black vote out of Texas comes. So,
Boy, how to shit.
You know, I was just laying in bed the other night and I was thinking to myself, who has benefited out of Trump this last 2 years? And I'm saying to myself, besides that, all his supporters, that let's say were supporters, that love Trump have become his victims, like Cohen, Fox, all his lawyers,
all his lawyers, making attorneys get attorneys.
Oath keepers and their family.
They said it in this, since he's been out of office, he's probably spent $10 million on just attorneys.
I remember one of my first videos, and anybody that gets with this man is going to end up with Trump shit on them, and they're going to smear it all over their ass, and they're going to stink forever.
He had 3 attorneys in the last 3 days quit his shit.
$750,000
and implicate him in all of this shit. Them fuckers are saying he's going to jail. Those are his attorneys.
Listen here. I don't think Fox is the beneficiary now. After $750 million award and other people going after them, it's going to cost them billions. They are victims. I don't care which way you look at it.
Victims, my ass. Fox News has done to this country and is still the victim. I'm
not praising Bernadette. I'm not praising Fox. I'm saying
a little bit of chump change that they paid out, that ain't shit for them.
You're hot tonight, darling.
Ain't she?
Listen,
she's on
all
fire
I'm saying here, all I'm saying here is that these people I mentioned that were pushing Trump, it's cost them. It has cost them in financial terms, in jail terms, and in family terms. As I said, the Proud Boys, how many families would...
David, they made choices as adult human beings to
and
follow that
for it, baby.
motherfucker. And support
That's
his
not my point, though.
I don't give a fuck about them.
Yep. We're all watching it, and we're going to see more of it, too. But I guess we're gonna wrap it up.
Democracy. We are fighting for democracy.
Every fucking day, baby.
Started.
Every day.
He didn't start it. He inflamed that shit. He inflamed it to the point where we're fucking broken right now.
I want everybody to have that kind of passion about this country.
I don't give a fuck who is claiming to be a victim of Trump, because Trump claims to be a victim, and he's a lying son of a bitch. And I'd rather see him dead than with that button again.
Amen.
Tune in next time to Prayers with Bernadette.
All right.
On fire, baby, on fire. But that's the passion we should all have for this. That's the passion we all need.
All Americans.
Yes.
All Democrats should feel like that.
You
should be pissed off. No, don't. Tell you how. Let me tell you how I really feel.
I think you've said enough, Bernadette. You've had a good vent there.
Thank you for saying it for all of us.
Really, thank you for saying it for all of us. Yes. Because that's where I'm at, man. I'm tired of this bullshit. We've been putting up with this shit for 7 freaking years, his ass. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired every day. Tired of his bullshit being discussed on my TV. Everything from the documents to the January 6th to his lying ass shit in the E. Jean Carroll case, and it's every day.
Stuff we've forgotten about.
Yeah.
Stuff we've forgotten about, John, like bounties on American soldiers.
We've forgotten more than all right. We're going to wrap it up for the evening.
Bounties on American?
Huh?
But you know something, guys? Think about this, John. What did you say 2 years ago? You thought we wouldn't have nothing to talk about because Trump lost? Oh, that changed, didn't it? Didn't
His
ass is showing up like
here it is.
Bad penny.
No shit. You ain't getting rid of it.
He did encourage.
Every day.
He did do what we said he would do. We said years ago, this guy is going to encourage more arseholes like him to run for president, and because they're getting away with shit.
Yes,
and what does happen? You get DeSantis.
That's what they see. They see him became president and go, but shit, I'm not half as bad as that guy. That's what they're saying. And they think they can get DeSantis.
They don't want nobody but him. So go ahead, let him run. Because Dark
Hey,
his ass.
Before we go, tomorrow, it will be entertaining. Here's why. DeSantis is going to announce. He's going to announce it on Twitter.
Joy.
That's right. It's going to be big news. But the other big news will be that Donnie Boy is planning a news blitz tomorrow to distract from his
Of course he
announcement.
is.
Oh, he's going to come out. They
Uh,
say he's going to come out hard.
this,
Let me.
this clown show is just
I
starting,
know it is.
okay?
Yes, the entertainment's going to pick up, baby. Let me thank Keith Thompson, my buddy Keith. Hoorah, my friend, came in with a $5 donation and said the blue state of Minnesota to our blue dots in the red states. We're with you. And that's the way it has to be. It has to be a combined effort. Like Bernadette said, if you live in a blue state, you're comfortable with your representation, it's not going to be a big fight in your area. Consider looking to red states where blue candidates are running because they need the help, and every bit would be helpful, I'm sure. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. What a good night. Enjoyed tonight very much. Tony, thank you,
Yes.
brother, for coming in. We appreciate it.
No problem, man. Y'all got me going tonight.
Hey,
Bernadette,
hot
I love
politics
you,
and
girl.
good jokes, buddy. That's what we
Yeah.
want to discuss the issues,
Yeah.
but we want to have a good time too.
And happy birthday, Bernadette. Belated
Indeed.
birthday.
Thank you.
It's 27,
Thank you.
buddy. 27. Are you
Yeah.
shitting me? Come on, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
But then
No.
I didn't put it on your picture page, but man, that steak and shrimp, oh my God.
Oh my God, that was so good.
I gave you a
Talking
heart
about
with-
food,
I
guess what
gave
came
you a
in the
heart
mail
with
today?
Stars.
We got our
Thank you.
we
It
got
was
our
so
replacement
good.
air fryer in the mail today.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
So I'm gonna cook something in it tonight. French fries or I don't know.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Enjoyed it, Tony. Take care of yourself, brother, and keep cooking.
I am.
All right.
I am. When Paulie gets back from the boondocks.
You go,
All
brother.
right.
Got food to burn up in that refrigerator, brother.
Yeah,
Take
she
care
down
of
there in the
yourself, Tony.
boondocks. Okay.
All right. Ozzy,
Yo.
man, you got a fan club going on in the chat. Did you notice that earlier? Did you see it?
No, I can't see.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't see
There,
the
there,
chat.
people
I'm-
want to
I'm,
talk
uh,
like you. I want to
They
walk
love
like him. Talk like. I heard a song like that. Something like that. I don't know. We love
Let me,
having you in
let
here,
me
brother.
leave
We
that-
love your conversation and your accent. So,
Well, it was a good night tonight. It was a good night. And I hope I'm not hearing just my accent. I hope if I put in content.
Oh,
But I
always.
want to leave you. I want to leave you with a little thought, guys.
What?
That worries me, and I think about every day. 1% of the world's population own 40% of the wealth. 50% of the world population lives on $2 a day. 35,000 kids die from hungry and malnutrition every fucking day. Something is wrong. We've got to fix it.
and guess who could? We could.
Yep.
This,
We
this,
can.
this world society could fix that shit if we could just
We
get
stop
past
thinking
all
about
the petty
guns and
bullshit
ammunition.
and realize what's important in life is the earth that we live on and the people that live on it. But as long as there are greedy bastards in the world that want to take it all, the Betsy DeVosses that want 10 fucking yachts, not 9,
Exactly.
then we're going to always have that. And they can sell it as capitalism, as well, I got my own. No, you can't sell it for that. Anyway, we're going to get into another discussion. Ozzy, we always love it when you're here, brother.
Thank you, mate. Good night.
And good night.
America.
Miss you, chick. Wherever you are. and,
Yes.
and miss you, chick. Thank you,
Yes,
darling. Always
welcome.
happy to see you down there. Always
Yeah, we
take a
didn't
little
even
sigh
get
of
to
relief.
all the
Ooh,
shit tonight,
this,
but
you're
that's
like you and
okay. We
Bernadette. I swear, my day gets
Thumbs
better
up,
if I look down
guys.
there and see y'all.
Thumbs up, guys.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Indeed.
Like, share, and
Before-
subscribe, people.
Yep.
Like, share, and
Before we
subscribe.
log off,
Huh.
get some number. Before we log off, we get that number 63 up to maybe 80.
Let's go to 90, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
Do it
let's
twice.
do
Hit it 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
I think everyone may have done it already. I think everyone's done it.
Being here, I appreciate every person that shows up in that chat, baby. I try to read as much as that I can and still be able to maintain a conversation. But I'm watching every bit of it, and I love every
Yeah,
word
good
that I
night,
see.
Jeanette. Good night, Adina. Good night, BW.
Yes, look at all the good nights. I love it. We're gonna have to take a longer range plan on this next Blue Dot family meeting, but some of us are already trying to think of something. that works for so many more people, because maybe Kansas City or something a little more centralized. I don't know. But we're going to plan another one, because every time we do this, it's just fantastic. I can't thank Michael Johnson enough for coming down. He was a kick in the butt to be around. John and Carolyn, just the most gracious and kind people you want to meet. Travis was just so impressed with both of them. It's just, anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah, Bernadette.
You're saying goodnight.
Yes.
Good night, baby. Thank you for being here tonight. And thank you for your passion, baby. I understand it. Because when you get pissed, you just get pissed.
Well, I do have an update on Dominic. He came home from school. He said he had a great day. Him and his friend that he had a problem with yesterday played football all day today.
Cool.
Together.
Cool.
Oh, there you
Good
go.
for him. You give him the blue dot best, baby.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too,
Stay
baby.
strong, stay blue dot strong, and we're going to get out the vote, and we're just going to defeat this shit.
We're going to keep doing this shit till we get everybody to do it. There
Absolutely.
we go. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Absolutely.
We make it through hump day. We'll be back here Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So y'all come back and join the conversation. We appreciate you so much. The love going on in that chat, just it is. It's what warms my heart.
Which continues over in the blue room after the show.
That's right. Come on over where it really gets wild. Anyway.
That's right.
That's right, baby. We let it all hang out over there. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. Remember to try to put a smile on your face every day and try to hand it off to somebody else. It's going to make their day, and it's going to make your day a little bit better anyway. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see you later.
Good night.
Bye. Oh, wait, I'm fixing to hit the wrong button.